But the last question, and this is 1 minute each, I would like all of you to talk about, is the importance of fact-checking and verification, because everybody is suffering from misinformation, polarized information, non-factual information. It may be subjective, that's what it looks like. But what is the role of fact-checking and verification? Because it looks like a new market has been created of a media which is actually only doing fact-checking, only doing verification,
yes.
you know?
Yeah. Yes, fact-checking is a trend, a big trend now, and we all, even myself, I integrate fact-checking and verification in all kind of workshops we do, either for journalists or for students or whatever. However, I need to say that we need to be very cautious. Fact-checking itself is not enough, and sometimes can be even misleading. If we take the case of the Arab world, we will see so many organizations now are working on fact-checking. But if we dig a little bit, we'll see that there is a clear political affiliation of this organization, mainly again from the governments. So the governments have interests to fact-check all the news they don't like and to say this is fake news. So there is two things, that it is not only about fact-checking, and the other thing, we need to be very clear about fact-checking all the time in one side. It's happening in the Arab world, but it's happening in the West. There are also some fact-checking organizations, for example, when they deal with the migrants. And what they put are true stories, but all of them are very negative towards migrants. So what is the end of this? That you will have a negative picture and a negative impact, and not a balanced one, or you see. So it's, again, fact-checking, very important, but it is not enough, and we need to be very clear about this.
And in any case, we can do fact-checking of a news or an event or a fact, but not of opinion. Looks like that the whole media, social media, has become opinionated, you know.
Yeah, fact-checking is important, especially for journalists. But what to do in the case of those media consumers who do not know how to check facts? So that's why we believe that training media literacy is very important, and all these efforts that are towards promoting media literacy, including in schools, in universities, should be supported. And yes, using the same platforms, social media, in order to share and to distribute and to spread around all these short videos, games that help people improve their critical thinking skills.
Alex, quickly.
Yeah, I agree 100% with Nadine.
Yeah, importance of fact-checking and verification.
Yeah, so we had massive efforts in Brazil on fact-checking. So a lot of news conglomerates, they got together in a massive fact-checking effort. And it was very good. The fact-checking quality was almost instantaneous of what the politicians said and so on. And they even got the pathway. They allowed people to see the path they took to fact-check the news so people could follow along. But if you read the comments, people were still criticizing because it was not enough. I think what we really need is, as Nadine said, we need to talk about media literacy. So it's not only a responsibility of the media professionals, or it is of the educational professionals, but we need to come together and think, okay, how are we going to talk to the people in schools, working jobs that don't have much time for it? How to think critically about media? How to think, okay, someone spread this information. Is there an intent behind it? Is it going to affect me in any way? So we need to work how regular people, not only media professionals, can think critically in this way.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Tamar?
If freedom of lie is protected, we need freedom of naming and shaming. It's a part of pluralism. Actually, in fact, I agree with my colleagues, and this is a small part to deal with disinformation, especially with information influence activities, etc. But it's essential part. Undermining trust in fringe media and various sources is essential. and explaining to people. We have media literacy programs. We are not, our slogan is discover truth yourself. We are not imposing what is truth and what is false, but we are teaching them how to discover truth. We are equipping them with necessary skills to differentiate quality media product from fabricated content.
Thank you very much. From my side, I just wanted to share with you is that we certainly are in a situation where media consumption, information consumption is getting higher and higher and higher, and we don't have a mechanism to figure out what is right or wrong or truth and lies and things like that. And it's a huge responsibility to have a sane society. So we recently have been working with WhatsApp in India, and we just did a 50,000 people training on how to identify or how to figure out whether it's a correct information and things. And we are doing another 50,000. And there is a report that we created by surveying and doing a research to find out, really, do you really believe information? Do you not really believe information? Why do you believe information? What kind of information do you believe? How can you check? Do you believe in forwards? Why do you forward? All these report, and any of you would like, we will be happy to share. And these are a series of research that we have been doing. So media and information literacy is extremely critical. Perhaps we need to take it to the highest level and the mass level, because it's not going to, because earlier, if few media houses were there, obviously few fact checkers were there. And you had in-house team. But now, if you are more media producers and more information producers, then obviously you need more people to train and make people understand that how do you consume information and produce information and check information. And that is not happening as rapidly as the information is flowing. So certainly everybody I think here has a responsibility to create critical thinking, critical media thinking, and spread the media information literacy in all our places, wherever we are, in whatever capacity we are.